Hey, what's going on? NegroTeenth, is it the best or it's just foolishness? I want to cover this. I decided to do a stream about the weekend. Last weekend it was Juneteenth, right? I'm gonna get me set up in the inside chat on the chat board and see y'all in there. Okay, gonna say, yeah, is it just foolishness? Is it the best or is it just foolishness? I'm talking about Juneteenth, y'all, 1865, right? Um, Apparently this is a national holiday, a federal national holiday by Biden. Look at it. Um, I'm just gonna let you see the screen. Hold on. Let's look at the full layout. Yeah, you see. Yeah, it says it's a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. You know, I call them so called African Americans, but it's also often observed for celebrating African American culture, originating in Galveston, Texas. It has been celebrated annually on June 19th. Yep. The worst one I've been in was in Marietta, Georgia. I didn't like it. It was a few years back. It's a long story. It's like a barbecue. Then it kept talking about the BS and trying to say we got to come together. No, y'all too busy on the dope, man. Me and my dad was disgusted. We went there, and it was a horrible experience. So this is just some foolery right here. But some people think it's the best day. You got people say it, or is it foolishness to me? I'm just posing a question. Then it says it dated back to now, since Saturday's trending. But it's also called Freedom Day, Jubilee Day, Liberation Day, Texas, Emancipation Day in Texas. Okay. And then it's a culture in progress. Yeah. But look at the questionnaires. It said, is Juneteenth a national holiday? Federal holiday. United States President Joe Biden signed the bill on June 17th, 2021, making Juneteenth the 11th 11th American federal holiday and the first to obtain legal observance as a federal holiday since Martin Luther King Jr. Day was designated in 1983. That is 38 years ago. 38 years ago when it happened. I wasn't even born yet. 38 years ago. I'm 33 right now, so you know my age. So yeah, man, it's just one of those things, man. Is it the best or is it just foolishness? I mean, y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Because I don't see this anything to be a holiday to celebrate about. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what the fuck? Is this just plain old foolishness? I mean, let's keep it real. Like, I didn't even celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even celebrate. Was it the origin of Juneteenth? Well, freedom finally came to June 19, 1865, when some 2,000 Union troops arrived in Galveston Bay, Texas. The Army announced that there are more than 250,000 slaves, black people in the state, were freed by executive decree, but this day came to be known as Juneteenth by the newly freed people in Texas. That's what they call it. And they got a national museum, so I'm not gonna get into that. Y'all can check this out yourself. So yeah, Juneteenth. Why is it called Juneteenth, not June 19th? The term Juneteenth is blend of the words of June and the 19th. The holiday has also been called Juneteenth, Independence Day, or Freedom Day. Yeah, some weird shit. Don't ask me. Although 49 of 50 states recognize Juneteenth as a state holiday, Juneteenth was officially declared a federal holiday called Juneteenth National Independence Day on June 17, 2021. Yeah, Riverhawks celebrated UMass, blah, blah, blah. I call it NegroTeenth. We're still in somewhat of slavery. Let me stop for someone who gets emotional. They say, this nigga's making fun of slavery, man. He's making fun of Juneteenth. Are you free or you not? That's all I'm saying. Is it the best or is it just foolishness? It beats me, man. I mean, y'all over here celebrating. Let me see if my sound is right. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like, what's the point? Y'all over here tripping about a national holiday, a holiday is about June 19th, and I mean, they call it Juneteenth. What a weird name. And I mean, I had my worst experience was in Georgia, so don't even ask me why I can't stand the holiday. It's so overrated. Like they always want to talk about slavery, but some people's trying to say it's a myth, and it's understandable. But I understand, man. I understand. But and it's just like and that's just how it's going to go. But and I'm just like over here tripping off this day. But the thing about it is, I didn't even celebrate this shit. I mean, the last time I tried to celebrate it was somewhere around um, 2017. That was 4 years ago. I think that was in a workplace, and I had a bad experience. I'm trying to think, it's 16 or is it 17? I believe it was. But it's so sad that people want to celebrate this holiday. It took them some years. I know people are not going to get no reparations. To me, I don't think we're going to get reparations. ADOS blew that. They blew that to hell in the high water. Now we got a holiday just to try to tell us to shut the fuck up. But you know what I mean? It's just one of those days, man. Like, I've been wanting to talk about this probably Saturday, but I couldn't because I know it's Father's Day weekend, and I know Father's Day is a mess and travesty for the males. I mean, shouts out to the fathers that they celebrate their Father's Day. I made a short stream for y'all, and salute the ones that's taking care of the sons out here, man. Keep your head up, and daughters out here. Keep your head up. And it's just me, or is it just a mess? And yeah. What's going on, Village Arsonist? What's going on, VA? Yeah, man. Is it just me, or is it just foolishness, man? I'm just looking at it like, God damn, man, what is going on here? And now they got these 50 states, and I just read it in here. They just already got this laid out. Okay. West Virginia became the 35th state on June 20th, 1863, and the last slave state to admit the Union 18 months later. But the Western Virginia legislature completed abolish slavery. Also ratified the 13th Amendment on February 3rd, 1865. Kind of knew that, but at one time as a kid, they never taught us that in school. But I knew it, but I don't pay attention to it because I remember used to reading it. And, the oldest known celebration to end slavery. Yeah, CNN nonsense. But, I just want y'all to look at this, man. When I had to type this out, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? I mean, like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. Yes, it's a BS holiday. That's what I thought. But is it really foolishness, man? Like, most people just going crazy with it. I don't even know, man. Like, I'm saying this is what's going on, man. Like, I've yet to see what's going on. And yeah, man. It's just like the day. It's like it's crazy, man. I want to touch on it that weekend. I said, no, I did some streams about some other stuff, and I think what I did a stream about. I did 2 streams Saturday on my esoteric stuff. I was just getting online, but this is a little political. But yeah, man, I mean, I just looked at it, and I think I did a Father's Day stream. It was pretty good. I did one with the religious debate. I mean, that was kind of a disaster what I saw in Teapots, but you know how it is. But when did the Mansfield Joint Pop? Yeah, endorse it. Yeah, it's a new thing. I did those streams, but I had to get to this one. This one is so weird. I had a bad experience at that time, and they was talking about the same old stuff, but no solutions at the time. This is when I was like in the workplace. I didn't come back to these spaces until probably 2019 and on right now, because I was in this space for years. It's a mess, man. What is celebrated on June 19th? Each June 19th commemorates of the end of slavery in the United States. Celebration takes place each year on June 19th, recognized an event that took place in Texas in 1865. Commemorates, yeah. Mm, mm, mm. December 6, 1865, 13th Amendment was ratified outlawing slavery. Yeah. But some people say we're still in slavery. I listened to a female named Michi X. She broke it down, and some people just say, hey, oh, what is the word? Four types of slavery. What is modern slavery? Sex trafficking, child sex trafficking, forced labor, bonded labor or debt bondage, domestic servitude, forced child labor, unlawful recruitment, and use of child soldiers. Wow. I did not know that. The last part, I didn't know they do that. I mean, they still do. Domestic servitude, yeah. I agree with the two trafficking things. That is a form of slavery. It's really called human trafficking. You know, they call it sex trafficking for short. Oh man, you want to talk about slavery, man. Mississippi and Maryland. We're gonna scroll down here. What do the June colors mean? The colors red, white, and blue represents the American flag. The reminder that slaves and their descendants are Americans. And Juneteenth, 1865 represents the day that enslaved blacks in Galveston, Texas became Americans under law. So they talking about colors. And let me. Why are Juneteenth colors are red, black, and green? Okay. Now we're getting deep. Red, the blood that unites all black of African ancestry in the shed for liberation. Black for the people whose existence as a nation, though not a nation state, is affirmed by the existence of the flag. Green is the abundant and vibrant natural wealth of Africa, but the motherland. Yeah, man, it's just like, man, it's just a shitty holiday, man. I mean, to me, it's kind of crazy, man. Like, some people think it's the best, but it's ridiculous. But let's look at this shit right here. These Juneteenths. Freedom Day. Freedom Day. Oh, you Negroes. You Negroes. You poor, silly Negroes. And it's just like, oh my God. Oh my God, guys. This is Juneteenth. This is just a mess. They got all colors up in this mug. I think the women is just crazy. Our so-called women is crazy. Like News said, they're not our women. I know they're not. He used to say that in the chat. Roger Porter Day is a mess. I call him the Great Reset as his nickname when he tries to reset the conversation. But dude, it's just a fool today. But Mahogany and Royal went at it. That stream was crazy. He gave me appreciation to share the stream. I said, no problem, man. I mean, I'm gonna be like Ty City, like they said, what they say, but they don't care. They don't care. The females don't care. The women don't care. But you know what's funny about Juneteenth? I know it's Pride Month, but it was on Father's Day. It is a coincidence. It is hurting the men. It's kind of ironic. And I don't worry about it, man. I had a good celebration with my Father's Day, and my father, he did too. And it's all good, man, like over here. So, I enjoyed it yesterday. I didn't worry about this nonsense right here. I didn't really celebrate Juneteenth. This is just wild. Well, no reparations. Negro, you're still a slave, like most people would say. You're a slave. You are slave. You are a slave. The alphabet people are already stealing it. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are a slave, man. That like VA, it's a mess, man. I try to tell you, these Negroes, man, these niggas, man, they losing their damn minds. It's just what I'm saying, man. Like, I am so tired of the foolery. The foolery. It's just fucked up. But what I've learned is like I've seen this before, man. Like they're really gloating it online. Google is the shame. I guess Google is partnering with the women now. Oh, the alphabet group or the LBGTQA. I mean, I'm gonna be fair use to y'all's little logo. No against y'all, but y'all fucking up. But hey, y'all can have them. Y'all can have them. This is kind of, I don't want to say it's a manosphere divide. I would say it's a whole men divide outside of space, and people's just gone wild. A Juneteenth flag. Wow, look at this colors. That's some crazy ish, man. Crazy shish. Look at this flag. I think that's in Texas. Man, Texas, y'all need to stop. Now I remember this color. Growing up as a teenager, I remember this color. But you know, that's kind of outdated, to be honest with you. Oh my God, Juneteenth is a mess. I don't see how y'all people celebrate this holiday. It's just like, ugh. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. And they try to say we got the same struggle. You crazy. Who's out here? They go to women. You know what's funny? It's less men in this picture. That's a funny thing. But you see the females. It's just that right there is a slap in the face. I'll say all men, you know, yeah, especially black men, but I would say all men. This is kind of, you know, black men, we deal with feminism and gynocracy for years. I don't scream about gynocracy. That's just a small figment of feminism because feminism is a big deal. You got some of them that don't practice it, but the ones that do, that's really quiet and just slimmer than that, they're worse. They're pushing it too. But the ones that's brainwashed, they just love it, man. It's that mind altering effect. But it's funny, man. Like this whole thing is just a whole mess. And I think Juneteenth is just the beginning of it. I mean, they're gonna use them as a testing ground. And I'm just saying it like this. Don't be surprised. Most of us will never celebrate it, but the ones that are going to be brainwashed. These are filthy blue pill people, by the way. I'm going to do a stream on the purple pill paradise. I'm going to go in how lost these people in these spaces and outside the world, they have that mindset. They think they're red pill thanks to KS and everything else. But you know what I mean? No against the KS, but the stuff he's doing is like, I know people love his success and everything, but I ain't gonna beat him up that bad because what's the point at this point? You know, we already seen what's happened, but that's y'all's leaders, man. But some people ain't gonna co-sign it. But we'll see, because Juneteenth is the measuring stick. It is the measuring stick. What's going on? You know, y'all should not be worrying about KS and what you call Kwame Brown. That's a distraction. I would say KS will get 5 million next year. He's gonna get $1 million this coming up, because we're gonna see what time it is. I mean, me and Kuda's been calling this like months ago. I don't see if he's $1 million yet, but if he ain't, he's gonna get there. Tommy's still effing up. Kwame told his ass up, told him stop worrying about him, and Tommy's looking like a fool every damn day. If I was Tommy, I would tap out at this point. Oh, he's almost there. Okay, he's 984,000. He's up there. Yeah, KS is gonna get it. He's gonna get it. He may get it a couple of days now. Yeah, man. I tell you, man, I'm not playing with these fools out here. So yeah, man, I'm up there. We're gonna see what time it is, man. We gotta get it going. So we'll be all right. They said 181 videos. Well, yeah, I've been live streaming, man. I've been consistent. So you know what time it is. So we've been doing it. But I just want you to see that picture, man. They're so lost. What's going on, Sir Anthony? What's going on, man? Yeah, man. It's just wild, man. Like I've seen this coming, man. This is kind of crazy, man. And that's just what I'm looking at right now. Like I've seen a lot of worse stuff. But man, I mean, we got to shout out certain people, man, and it's all good. It's no hate to the guys that's running it. Now it's like up to us to step our game up and say, look, we got to do what we got to do. But yeah, man, Juneteenth is a fucking mess. It is a fucking mess. I just really look at it for what it is. And I'm just like, what the hell? You know what I mean? I'm just gonna like look at it like, But enough of them. It's just ridiculous. Look at this shit. Hey guys, it's Juneteenth. Q&A. Oh God, look at this shit. See, no black men at all. See, this is their day. You got lesbians running this stuff. I call them same sexuals, man. I don't use the H word because that's, I'm gonna try to flip that on. They'll get mad when you call them politically correct. And look at the American flag. That is some wild ish right here. I ain't never seen this picture. She's an instrument. Independence Day. You see this? Wow. Now that's why I call forget about it. And it's getting worse, man. I'm telling you, they here, man. Our liberation, Afro-Americans. We Americans. All right, I know, VA. It's a fucking mess, man. These bras, man. It's just like, why? Why is Juneteenth out of all days can be turned into a national holiday? I don't understand the concept. Like, why? We done seen the BS, but I had to discuss this, man. It's just like y'all gotta let this stuff go, man. Like, I don't even care about the KS thing at this moment, but what you call it, Kwame Brown. I'm just gonna look at it like this. This is what we should be worrying about, because this part right here, that's just an indictment on the men. So yeah, we gotta do better and get our minds right and do our thing, or like you say, get your stuff there. That too, it's a combination of all. But you gotta be mindful what's out here in the workplace too. They're not playing with us this year, so we ain't getting no love like that. So we gotta tone it down a little bit, but I don't think we should tone it down. I think we should keep putting the foot on their necks and just keep going. But you got to look at the big picture, man. What's happening right now? The ball's on us, but it's not even our fight. It's up to the real women fight for us. But what I saw Roger Day, we had two ladies that stood up for us. But shouts out to them, Toya and Renaissance chick. But but you got some pushback today. I mean, but I wanted to cover this. I said Juneteenth is a mess. I really don't think it's a holiday I would celebrate in the future. It's something bad about that. It's a scam, and people go start crying like, why don't celebrate Freedom Day? You're a Negro, right? They say, you're a Negro, right? I'm like, ma'am, I don't know what I am anymore. I don't know what I am anymore. Y'all just over here celebrating nonsense. I'm not a same sexual. Like a lot of people try to say a homosexual. I use the term same sexual. The politically correct term. That's what y'all want. They probably quote that and say, he's calling us same sexuals. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe he called us same sexuals. That's not right. That's inappropriate for that Negro to call us that. That is inappropriate. And I'm like, okay, sir. What is inappropriate? Yeah. I mean, it's just like they going in. It's just like I'm in here like thinking about it. And it's just like, yeah. And I'm just looking at it like, Yeah. Oh God, I can't even get through. Okay, I'm just playing a game for a minute. I'm just tripping over here for a minute. But yeah, man, Juneteenth is it's just one of those holidays I just won't even celebrate in the near future. I'm just not even bothered by it. But you got dudes want them back to the table. It's just like Ty City said, man. They don't care, man. And hell, they don't even care about us on Father's Day. So Juneteenth is a special day, man. Like, is it a Negro month? Yeah. And it's just like I've seen a lot worse. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna look at this for a minute. I'm just gonna keep it going. And it's just wild, man. Like I'm just looking at this right now and I'm like, hey, they got all these pictures. Happy Juneteenth Day. Oh man, that's a mess. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Where was y'all when they were killed? That's what I want to know. Oh man, that's worse than the Caribbean parade. I mean, I will say this to be fair to the ones that celebrate it, it's a start for y'all. But you're not gonna catch my ass on Google celebrating in a fucking like like a holiday. I mean, y'all not gonna catch me in that shit. But man, I'm just this shit. I get it, but you know they gotta have something to celebrate about. But look at this shit right here. They put your boy Barry. Look at him. Frederick Douglass. Typical. 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 Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, we're done. We're done here. Just this is just like a pile of nonsense at this point, man. Like, you know. What's going on, Sheed? Salute. Yeah, man. It's just like, yeah, it's just a pile of nonsense. Well, it's not meant to be federalized. Well, Joe Biden's federalized it. He you got to tell him that. No, it's legal now, but it's a purpose. I think they're trying, and they do it in the month of Father's Day. Now, I've heard Angry Man's little live stream talking about it's more than they trying to put all in one day. Yeah, it's just gonna get worse. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be, Sir Anthony. It's gonna get a lot worse. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. That's just the beginning of the fall of this country. I mean, you already got it. I've been saying this shit for years before this shit happened in politics. I mean, I think I used to listen to a guy named Elder Young One. We was talking about things like that happen. It was gonna happen in 2019, but COVID kind of changed the game. They don't know what type of disease. We predicted a disease or virus and plagues will plague this country, but it's gonna continue. This ain't over. This is wartime. It's an act of war. You got to do what you got to do. You can't cry about the issues. At this point, you're just gonna have to tap out. A lot of people try to say this is not intellectually armbarism. I say, yeah, but you got people representing Platinum's acting a damn fool over there. Talking about the Olympics and shit. But you know what I mean, man? It's just like I'm not even worried about it anymore. I not even care. It's just like your boy, like he said, they don't care, man. Because these women don't care. They done told us 1,000 times they do not care. And I'm glad I'm doing this stream because I just had decided to put this up. I did Father's Day a stream, a self stream to myself yesterday, but on the 19th, I did 2 streams on that Saturday. I didn't really talk much, but y'all can check those out. But Buying Fanatics, I did a lot. I've been busy on the streams. scheduling and doing my things. But the upcoming streams I will do, I want to talk about this Purple Paradise is here. You know, the purple pill folks. And I'm going to explain what's going on in these spaces. But then I'm going to do the one black pill versus red pill knowledge in general. And that's just, you know, my take on it. The whole talks. I be over at Kudas a lot. And that's just one of those things, man. And I'm not even tripping anymore. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna look at this for a minute, see what's going on, and we in here. So, you know, we're just gonna do our thing. So, you know, I'm just gonna get this damn thing off the screen. Yeah. Eclair. All types of nonsense. But this is Juneteenth, man. I mean, this is one of those things that we gotta deal with. We set the bar way too high. You know. Oh, not a problem, Sir Anthony. Not a problem. But yeah, this is something, one of the wildest shit I ever seen, man. Like, I know people love Juneteenth. I respect them for it. This is getting good, man. What you look at the stuff that we're talking about, it's really sad. You know, like, I think a lot of people just want to invest. But this holiday this is just more to come. Future. But see, they did it right before Father's Day. That's what bothered me. That didn't sit well with me. You know, I all my years in this country and all my years on this earth, I never seen some shit like that. And look at this shit. The red, white, and blue flag. Look at that. They might as well drop the red, black, and green and just put this. You know why? Look at that. Look at them colors. Ain't nothing but Roman colors back in Rome. Even though the British copied them too, but Rome used to have those colors as well. A lot of people don't know the history because Britain wasn't the first one that had it. It was Rome. If you study the Masonic stuff, the Jesuits and all that, that history goes in and in. Even though France don't like us, but even though France hate the Masons too, that's what kicked them out. That's why France is so weary of their own culture. It's a mixed culture. It's so weird that they're barely our allies. It's really Britain. I think Fasten said something in a live stream. We had a build, Black Pill build. He said British had a Commonwealth. Yeah, the Commonwealth to me is kind of dead. We got it in Philly. We got it in DMV. That's about it. But the rest of the America is not really a Commonwealth no more. They're trying to build an Earth Defense Force, go outside of space. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, it's some more shit that's in the fire. But you know, and look at this. They got the red, white, and blue flag for Juneteenth for the black female. Look at that. Ain't that some wild shit? They said, damn them red, black, and green colors. See, the black people think we're selling those colors. Look at these colors. Yeah, they showed the dad and, you know, and the mama. That's the illusion right here. This is the illusion. The American dream, black people. This is y'all's freedom. No, this is an illusion. But according to the manosphere, our women is trouble, man. That's y'all's doctrine. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, I understand that's just part of it. But I'm not tripping off of it. But Juneteenth, man, it's just a mess. I'm not going against women tonight or the men. I'm just saying the people as a whole. This is just kind of ridiculous, man. I'm just looking at it like, what's Juneteenth all about? Man, they really pushing it us hard. So, yeah, we got to be self-sufficient, man. We just got to do our thing and just big up the trials that we have to deal with. But I think that's just something we're just gonna have to deal with, man. You know, and you gotta know what time it is. But I'm 34 minutes in, so I'm good. And it's just one of those things that you can see. You know, let's see if I sound good. Hold on. Yeah, I'm good now. But yeah, and that's the thing that you need. And part of the reasons I look at it is we're on fire right now. So yeah. Is NegroTeenth is the best or is it just foolishness? I'm just gonna read the description for a minute. I want to read the description. Here's my question. Juneteenth Day of 1865, explain it, is the best or foolishness as usual? To me, I won't say it's foolishness because one, we just not really learn our history. But I think people like Joe Biden, they just want to be credible these days. But yeah, yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Don't hurt people, BLM. You see that, don't you? That's who's pushing it. That's who's pushing it. That's who's pushing it. Right there, and look at the other races. That's what this is about. Some of them a mix or whatever. I don't know. But that's who's pushing it. Look at that. Look at this picture. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. I know people say they're damn communist, socialist. Ah, are they libel fascist? Ah, you know what I mean? Like, we get it. You go on both sides too sometimes. But yeah, I'm looking at the silliness right now in the pics in Google. I read half of the information, but yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is ridiculous. Oh, it's definitely foolishness. I agree, man. I mean, this is utterly ridiculous at this point. But it's just like, why bother? You know what I'm saying? Why bother? And it's just rubbing in our faces like you're dealing with people that don't understand the history. But Juneteenth is one of them days that you got to celebrate. In schools, they're going to probably press you to read it. Probably in colleges. I don't know about high school and elementary, but I think they are. They're probably going to do it like when we came up, it was Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman. What else they taught us in school? I'm talking about in grade school and high school. Probably Frederick Douglass, Underground Railroad, and probably a lot of stuff. I think in the South where I'm from in Tennessee, they taught us that. It was a lot of things they taught. But the only teacher that taught me about Black inventors was a Native American. I was back in 6th grade. I knew my shit. I always get the real information in the library. I used to be in the library a lot. And now, when I started doing the YouTube thing, that was back in 07 when I had my first channel. And I got flagged in 2012. I was saying some controversial stuff. This is technically my second channel. So I built this from the ground up, had to change and stuck on this path. Been on this path for years. But 2019, that's when I got my 1,000. People start watching me and watch my old content. I just let that thing grow. Mm-hmm. It's a good thing. But my content is still going to be the same. But, I'll add some different content later. I'm more diverse. But esoterically, this is some blue pill shit. This is some filthy blue shit. So I'm going to call it. But that purple pill paradise, that's what we want. These people think they red pill. Woke. Y'all are purple pill. I'll say purple paradise equals purple pill paradise. But man, this is utterly ridiculous. Look at this shit. Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I know where that's at too. That's in Rutherford County. Yeah, that's a rough area. I got a story about Murfreesboro. My dad went to school at MTSU. The original Klan statue, they took it down of Nathan Bedford Forrest, and he went to schools in the 70s. So he was born in 53. So he's 68. He'll be 69 next year. He'll be 70 the year before. The year after next year. So it'll be like 2023. Yeah, he'll be 70. But he remembers it like clear as day. When they took down that statue, that Klan statue, and the Blue Raiders, right? That's their mascot. He went to that school for an accountant and all that stuff, or auditor. But the first year, I think President Walker, I think the next year they told the people to just take down that statue, and that's when they started doing it. They were the first school that I believe did that in the South. I believe, I don't know if that's true or not, but MTSU was one of them schools took down those Klan statues. It's iconic because when you first went to the school there was a Klan statue of the Blue Raiders of the Klan. And I thought that was interesting. He told me that story, but that's a hell of a story. And that's just a sidebar about Murfreesboro. I didn't know they had colors like that. Oh my God. They really into this shit. I love my freedom. Boy. Let me stop if someone try to shoot me off here. Oh man. This is ridiculous, man. You Negroes are funny. Y'all are funny. 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 Funny, 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 funny. I'm gonna read this one. Kids are tired of MLK and Harriet. They're not connected to that history. Of course they're not. I mean, I know they're not. But the sad part about it, it's very, very, very loose. So you know how it is. And it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. What's going on, G? Salute. Man, this is ridiculous. Sorry about your Sixers last night, man. They went on the town with Ben Simmons, man. I mean, that dude's a fool, man. He's through. They're gonna get rid of him. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, man. This is some wild shit. And people think I'm just joking about this Juneteenth. I call it NegroTeenth. It's the best or just foolishness. But yeah, man. It is plain foolishness, man. Yeah, Ben Simmons is done. I think Philly's gonna get him up out of there. They're not gonna get rid of Doc. He's got too much credentials. They ain't gonna do that. Knowing Philly, they always give you a chance, but if you fuck up 2 or 3 times, you're up out of there. But yeah, man. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna cut this short. I'm just gonna keep it a lot longer and see what's going on. So you know how it is. But some people just act crazy, and I don't understand the concept. But you know what I mean? That's how we get down. Yeah, he's out of there. Yeah, me and my dad was talking about it. Yeah, the Sixers done fucked up big time. I don't see them going any further. And people just get upset what's going on. But hey, the Sixers done blew it, man. I'm talking about this Juneteenth shit. I'm talking about this nonsense, man. Like what we got here. We're gonna celebrate the future. I mean, wow, it's wild, man. And I'm just looking at it right now. All these pictures, man. Let me hit this real quick. How can Juneteenth help these census? But how can it? Uh-oh. Found a slave picture. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Texas shameful slave legacy international celebration. Yep. These pictures are wild. Oh, let me stop. Uh, they ain't gonna show you this. They said the North free you, but they were the original slave owners. A lot of people don't know that. Oh, okay. Who's this? Okay. Oh, what's going on, Third Ward? Salute. Salute. This is NegroTeenth, man. Oh, you in Philly? Oh man, yeah. I'm sorry about your Sixers, man. I watched that game. I was trying to pick for them, even though I live in Georgia. But the Hawks is I don't trust. I'm picking the Bucks to win it. Sixers was my first choice to win it, man. I knew. What did they say? When the top players are knocked out, now you got Giannis, and it's easy now. It's no excuse. Championship or bust. The West, they don't have Kawhi. Chris Paul will come back in game 3. I'm picking the Suns to beat the Clippers. At first, I thought the Clippers were going to beat the Suns if they have Kawhi. They can't win without Kawhi. I'm sorry. Ty Lue's a good coach and all. I give him credit, but I got the Suns. They got Monty Williams and they got Damian Jones that know the Spurs system, the Cavaliers system. It's gonna be interesting finals. I don't agree with Triple Black. It's gonna be Suns and Bucks. I ain't gonna pick the Hawks. The Hawks don't have no front court. But your Sixers need a point guard bad. I mean, y'all got some shooters. Doc is gonna stay. They don't want him. They have a nice team. It's just Ben Simmons. When he missed that dunk, man, I was disappointed in him. He was scared. And Charles Barkley said it best. If something's in your head, and then Shaq, what did Shaq say? Shaq said on TNT, he said, just be aggressive. I don't care about you shooting threes. Just be aggressive. If you have to hit, miss free throws and, just be aggressive. Take a dunk, work on it. He has to work on his game if he wants to stay. But if he don't, I know Philly's riding him right now. They were clowning him all morning, even on the internet, trolling him online. I don't think it was the Sixers fans. Sixers fans was mad too, agreeing that their team lost. I mean, y'all have a great season. Y'all had a great season. It's just, I don't know what to do without the NBA. I mean, the top teams you think that was going to go, they got knocked out. The big heavy hitters were gone. All you got is Giannis. Who else you got? You got, it's supposed to be Kawhi and Chris Paul. That's your 3 heavy hitters left, but it's easy for them. See, the hard stuff was LeBron and everybody else. Everybody's been knocked out, which is a shocker. This is a strange playoff year. I'm enjoying it. I don't care who said, I ain't enjoying LeBron. Well, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It's a great damn year. Y'all gonna try to tell me, man, you're not enjoying it? We'll see what Juan G's was saying. Facts. We need somebody to bring the ball up the court and won't be scared. Exactly, man. Like, I agree, man. This is some real shit. You have to be aggressive. Like Shaq said, be aggressive. Be fucking aggressive. Not Juneteenth aggressive. Not NegroTeenth aggressive. Be aggressive to the NBA playoffs. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all can't be scared out here, man. Like, what is y'all doing? I mean, for real, like we got to be serious for a minute. Like, how are we gonna lose a game like that? I'm not even from Philly though, even though I'm a Hawks fan. I like a lot of teams in the NBA, but the Sixers, I picked them to win it better than the Hawks because of front court depth. But it's a shame that Ben Simmons is hurting that damn team, man. That's just ridiculous at this point. Like, how can a man cannot score like that? Like, I understand they trust him. He's a point guard. He's supposed to be valuable. He's supposed to be efficient. He's supposed to be a world champion, but he's not. He's been questionable. 5 points in a damn game, man. Man, I saw that last night. I was disappointed. And Philly fans, they should be disappointed too. And it's just surreal, man. I'm just like looking at it like this. But yeah, man. I'm just looking at it from a hard place. But you know what I mean? It's just crazy. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Got some people up in here. Cool. But boy, we got to work on ourselves. We got to get it up and going. Yeah, man. I just had to do this stream, man. Like, this is ridiculous. Just like the title of the video. NegroTeenth, is this the best or just foolishness? I think it's just plain old foolishness to me. Most Negroes said this is the best holiday in the world. Look at that. I'm gonna take this down. I know y'all offended by this lecture. Oh, where's Lincoln? They say he was mixed and half black. I mean, there's some truth to that. But here's a fun fact. He was trying to send us down to Mexico and all of Central America, even El Salvador, all those places that the Spanish was defeated by the British, whatever. I ain't gonna get into that or kicked out because Spain didn't have no power. Then the France wanted Mexico, and then Mexico got their independence from France, right? See, the French had this territory probably since 18th century, right? Because there's a lot of French stuff in every United States territory. It's probably southeast and all the way. I ain't gonna get into the Battle of Louisburg, the Battle of French Indian War and all that stuff, and then I know how the French lost and during the Haiti wars and all that stuff. That contributed to that, but Britain was too much. They had too much power. But this country, I hate to say it, the British loyalists and the British, I think British loyalists and the British regulars were the head honchos of the founders of the country. But Americans, I hate to say it, they were colonists, and most of them colonists. I don't want to say the C word. They were cowards, and the reason I'm saying this because I've read certain history books about them. They were cowards because they felt they don't want to be taxed. The British don't like us because of that. And then in our eyes, we're not cowards, right? We're heroes, right? In our minds. But deep down, they call us the C word. That's why Britain don't really like us that much deep down, if they want to get into it. But the problem with Britain, a lot of colonists do not want to pay those taxes, man. But that Boston neck and all those stories up in Boston, you got to know the history. And all the way through 19th century, fast forward to this, Lincoln represents that team, and it's a lot of history. And then blacks think they're free, but he was trying to send us to Central America and try to have a whole territory down there. And then them field Negroes said, they said, we're not leaving for the house, Negro. If we're going, he's going. And he did something and we stayed right here. All we knew was this land. Ain't that some shit? That's that 18th century mindset we had back then. That's what people. They try to say we had no, we had an 18th century mindset. That Revolutionary War fucked us up big time. That's how we went to slavery deep down, chattel slavery. Because slavery was in different parts of the world, you know what I mean? And some of us ruled and all that. I ain't gonna get in depth with who used to be the pirates and all that stuff. It's a lot of complicated history. They digging up bones and shit. But Lincoln was the key piece to set off what modern American is now. Because back in the olden days, it was a little different. Y'all weren't able to survive. The food was different. There was no corporations. But this dude right here, yeah, he went against the top just like Kennedy, and they had to get rid of him. He's doing too much. They didn't want him to. I just thought that was interesting to show y'all that. But Lincoln was something else. I got stories on him. I might do streams on him. I don't know if I'm going to do them, but I'll do some research. What was he about for us? And look at this. They try to say she's a myth. This is kind of interesting. I heard this in the spirit. They think she's a myth. It's a possibility. But, black people think she's a real character, But at first, I thought she was too. But, I'll look into that if she's real or not, because there's debates about it. But I'm not going to debate about if she's real or not. But Juneteenth, or excuse me, NegroTeenth, like I call it in the title. It's just crazy, man. Yeah. Who's this? Derrick Rose is available. Are you talking to him? Well, yeah, Derrick Rose is available. All right. Jane Johnson, Cleveland. Shouts out to you, brother. Coming by. Yeah, NegroTeenth, man. NegroTeenth. I'm just looking at all this mess, man. Like, I understand that this is gonna stick for at least let it get some legs for years. I think this holiday will be just another mess, like just kind of like any other holiday, like Martin Luther King. I got my guard. I got my garb. I'm a fellow Negro. I got my garb. Massa, I got my garb. I got my garb. Next thing you know, we're trying to say we're pro-black. Okay. The Juneteenth I went to years ago, it was a disaster. They just kept talking shit about us. Like, I ain't got time for that. Like, I ain't time to hear that. Y'all just whining about reparations. All we need is reparation, massa. All we need is reparations. Shit, they ain't giving you shit. They ain't giving you nigga shit. They ain't giving you shit. Yeah. It's just like, why? Why bother? Why bother? Why bother? Hmm? Yeah. Um. Let's see what's going on here. Wrench is on fire. But you know what I mean? I'm just gonna look at this and just like, I know people's up in here and all that stuff, but yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Um, yeah, let's see who's not up in here. And yeah, man. I know people is gone. I know people's gone out of the chat. Hold on. Uh, I like the reparations conversation to troll white folks, but at the very least, yeah. I mean, at this point, I don't really care about reparations. I mean, ADOS blew that. BGS broke that down, and he said they blew that. I don't know what the hell we're thinking. But to be quite honest with you, I kind of like the fact that we're not even discussing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really understand what time it is. So, me looking at this is a learning lesson. So, yeah, I'm not over here acting crazy over the stream, but, and I'm just like, and, I think I will stream on the 23rd. I'm going to get this down real quick because I know people are still watching me, and that's great. I'll get the playbacks. You already know. Yeah, I'm gonna take my time with this, but yeah, I will stream on the 23rd, so that'll be on a Wednesday. Yeah, it'll be on the Wednesday. Okay, Friday I'll talk about the black pill, and that's it. I ain't gonna do more streams after that, so I'm gonna wait till next month. But yeah, man, I'll do the zodiacs and all that stuff. You know how time constraints work. Um, get my shit down, Pat. Do some content and all that stuff. But yeah, man. I just want to show y'all the Juneteenth, and that's just I know a lot of people trying to say this is gonna be a short stream, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna go over it. I'm just gonna keep my mind right. I know people is acting wild right now. And that's just it. And but it's like, I mean, I'm just like out here. But yeah, I know everybody's acting crazy right now, so you know what I mean. Oh, it's an hour. It's an hour. Okay. For me, I'm gonna be right back for a minute. I'm gonna before I even open it up, if y'all want to discuss or whatever. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to let's see. I'm gonna be right back just for a minute and see what's going on. All right. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna dump this in the chat. I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin this up for a day. Yeah, that's just the, we'll open it up. Yeah, see who's gonna come. But yeah, I'm just gonna do my thing. So I'm gonna get the icon for me. Give me the avatar. Dude. Give me a second. Don't get this right quick. Yeah, so if y'all want to discuss or chop up, it's all good. But this is probably it ain't gonna be a long one. But I'm just saying. But yeah, man. I just like to see what's going on, man. Like I had to do this NegroTeenth live stream. It's just my response from Saturday. But yeah, man, I'm just looking at it like this, man. Like we can't be worrying about these holidays like that. This just another factor. They just go in and do damage. You know what I'm saying? Like we just over here acting foolish. But that's the whole point. I mean, I'm just saying what's going on, man. Like y'all, if y'all interested, that's cool. If not, I'm just gonna probably ramble on some more. But yeah, man, like that's just that's just what I'm saying. Like it's all good. I know people is looking up. Oh, it's 9:18 Eastern time, 9 p.m. I mean 9:18 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah. Yeah, man, this is what Juneteenth is about. I'll show you the ridiculous pictures and all this other stuff. What the hell is this? Who's this? See, I'll make Juneteenth paid all day. Man, I'm out of here. I won't stop the search. Yeah, man. It's utterly ridiculous at this point. So, yeah, Juneteenth is one of those holidays you can just go in and do your thing, and you just try and get focused. So, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's one of those holidays you just get built in, and then you just like, all right, I'm good with it. But that's the thing about Juneteenth. So you get your thing right and whatever. So I'm not even worried. So, you got people just in denial about it. And I'm just like, dude, and that's just it. Yeah. 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 But yeah, that's what I got on Juneteenth, man. It's one of them things you just have to. Oh, you good, man? I wouldn't expect you to come up, but you know what I'm saying? Like, thanks for stopping by, man. I'm just in here chilling. I'm gonna see if someone else is gonna come up. But I know people are busy and working, but I just throwing this on right now. But the next two streams, they're gonna be a little different. I'm gonna talk about a few pills and I'm done with those streams. So I don't see what's going on. But this month I'm just gonna lay low and probably do self streams and see what's happening. So, yeah, I'm just keeping my mind right. But yeah, I really think Juneteenth is just gonna be a disaster. I know people ain't ready to hit the links, but I'm good. But if y'all have any disagreements or whatever, but I know people's doing other streams, but it's all good. So, let me see right now. I'm just gonna mute up. Hold on. Yeah, I'm here now. But yeah, man, I'm just like, wow, man. Like Juneteenth. Let's look at it for more. Let's see if it's gonna be important. Um, Biden signs bill. Let's look at something right quick. I'll do another screen share. Hold on, because I want to make this one interesting. Because ask anyone if they wants to come up. But let's read Biden for a minute. APS News. Yeah, start your day. Don't need that. Biden signs bill making Juneteenth a federal holiday. Washington Post President Joe Biden signs legislation Thursday establishing a new federal holiday commemorating the end of slavery, saving he believes it will go down as one of the greatest honors he has as president. Biden signed into law the bill to make Juneteenth or June 19th the 12th federal holiday, but the House voted 415 to 14 on Wednesday to send the bill to Biden, while the Senate passed the bill unanimously the day before. But this is the day of profound weight, profound power, and a day in which we remember the moral slain, the terrible toll that slavery took on the country and continues to take, Biden said. Juneteenth commemorates the June 19, 1865, when the Union soldiers brought the news of the freedom to enslaved Black people in Galveston, Texas. But 2 months after the Confederacy had surrendered, that was also about 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation free slaves in the southern states. It's the first new federal holiday since Martin Luther King Jr. Day was created in 1983. That is 38 years ago. One of the federal holidays, Inauguration Day, happens every 4 years. But the U.S. House Personnel Management, which is the human resource office for the federal government, tweeted Thursday that most federal employees will observe the new holiday. Juneteenth, National Independence Day, on Friday, since Juneteenth 19 falls on a Saturday this year. Biden noted that overwhelmingly supported for the bill from lawmakers in both parties. He had a run for president promised to unite the country and work with Republicans, but his first major legislation to provide more COVID relief to American consumers and businesses was passed along party lines. He had struggled to unite lawmakers to support a major public works bills. But I hope this is the beginning of the change and in the way we deal with one another, Biden said. Biden signed the legislation surrounded by members of the Congressional Black Caucus, as well as the lead sponsors of the legislation in the Senate. And the Senate's Edward Markey, D. Mass, Democrat, Massachusetts, and John Carrion in R, Texas. He's a Democrat from Massachusetts, and he's a Republican from Texas. Okay. He was introduced by Vice President Kamala Harris, the nation's first African-American vice president, but we have come far and we have far to go. But today is the day of celebration, Harris said. But the White House moved quickly to hold the signing ceremony after the House debated the bill and then voted for it Wednesday. Our federal holidays are purposely few in number and recognize the most important milestones, said Representative Carolyn Maloney of the Democrat of New York. I cannot think of a more important milestone, too, to commemorate that the end of slavery in the United States. Yeah, and they go on and on. So, y'all can read this thing. I'll put this in the chat if y'all want to read. This is a little something. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna really shut this down, but you know what I mean. I'm going to miss Juneteenth. Yeah, we all are, man. What did I do? I hit the wrong thing. Yeah. I didn't mean to hit the StreamYard link. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's I just put that, Yeah. So yeah. that link is not important, but yeah, if y'all want to read that, I'm just done reading that for myself. But that's how it is. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's one of those things, man. Yep, I know everybody's gonna miss Juneteenth, and we up out of here with that Juneteenth nonsense. So yeah, I had to knock this out. Let's stop the share, and yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. But you know, it's one of those holidays you just want to just say, hey, do we want to celebrate it that bad? I know people's gonna miss it, but yeah, if y'all want to check out the rest of the article, yeah, it's official. Things like that, just goes to show you that Juneteenth is not one of the things that you can just ride on. People want to come in and just say, hey, like I said, the title of the video, NegroTeenth, is it the best or just foolishness? But you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can take your time, man, because I'm just gonna it's gonna be a little minute. I'm gonna see my other boys is gonna come through. But yeah, they probably busy with probably Grinch and everybody. So, and yeah, what I saw at Rogers today, man, like we got a long way to go. We got a long way to go. I know people don't want no marriage, but hey, now it is. But the spirit is still standing. So we here tonight. So and I'm not tripping. So I think it's been a decent stream. So we just got to keep this going. So but yeah, man, the playoffs is kind of interesting, man. Like I think you got about four teams. Only big market team I would say. Well, actually two. You got Atlanta and LA. They're the two biggest right now. So I guess the NBA got it right. You got two small market teams. Well, now you got one. Phoenix is middle to small because they have a playoff history historically. Clippers, they playoff history is terrible. They looking for their first title. Bucks have won a title since 1971. That's some years ago. That's about 50 years ago. Oh, it's a long time. And Atlanta ain't won one since 1958 when it was the St. Louis Hawks. So yeah, they all look for championships. Clippers looking at their very first one. No, okay. Phoenix and Clippers looking at their very first championship. Those are the two are looking for their first. The other two is looking for, I would say, like a second championship. Yeah, them two, and that's interesting. Those teams is getting big. Yeah, I wasn't in and out. I was in the whole stream, and I kind of left when I had to take a shower. Yeah, it's one of those times, man. And that's just what it is. Oh, you did? That's good, man. A lot of people checked it out. Yeah. The Sixers, man, they got a long way to go, but they'll be back. I think they'll not blow it up, but they'll be fine because I know people came through and checked me out. It's just like, we got to do our thing, man. But yeah, I'm not worried about Juneteenth. my focus is on other things, so I'm just gonna like look at that holiday as a watch right now. But it was on Father's Day on purpose, so you know how that goes. I was planning to catch the playback, but it was too set on private when I checked. Oh yeah, yeah, he probably set it on private. Um, let me see. Let me see if he put it on private. Check my community tab. And I know people look at things a little different. And that's just it, man. Um, yeah, man. I'm just looking at it for what it is. And let's see the community tab. Okay. Yeah. I was looking at all this stuff right here. I think he got it up, Sir Anthony. I think he still got it up. I know it's set to private, but 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 that's the thing. Yeah, I think he still got it up. NegroTeenth, or is it just foolishness, man? But yeah, I do some crazy titles sometimes. But yeah, I'm just up here and just do my thing. But I'm not gonna just stay a little bit. But you know how it is. Yeah. Oh, not a problem, man. It's like always. I mean, he still got it up. I don't know if he set it on private. It's probably a good stream. Ramil does the same thing, so you know how that goes. Yeah, I think like the holiday. It's just like it's just a start of the beginning. When I look at it now, it's just like my thoughts on it. It's a little interesting to see what's going on, but I'm like, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And because what I think of it is, I think it's just a good start. I know reparations is kind of long overdue. Like at one time when I was younger, I thought it was a good thing. But then you have a group of guys and our people, they just like, we'll name ourselves FPA, whatever. I've heard this talk before, like almost like 9 years, 10 years. We was talking about it for years in different sectors of the conscious community and things like that. I was like in some parts of the manosphere, like 1.0 days, and we was talking about it. And then 2.0 was doing something similar to that. But, and then we fast forward now, it's just like a start, but it took us so long. But I don't really celebrate it like that. I think Juneteenth is just gonna be one of those holidays like Martin Luther King. It'll be celebrated like every year, but the kids gonna look at it. It's really for the newer generation. I think the older generation remembers our triumph with the other holidays. I think it's for Generation Z and Alpha because they're one of the biggest I would say generations to start when they're young, but when they get older, there's be a generation after learn about the history of this country in America, because tech is taking over. So I hear people talking about automation and things like that. Yep, fourth industrial revolution. Everything is cyber in the real world, touch screens, and everything be easy. Instead of us sitting in the houses waiting on COVID, whatever. But it's going to be a reset. You're going to see what type of job skills, different professions, what you're going to do. Everybody's going to be in a different career field. So, Juneteenth is one of those things you just got to get used to. It's one of those holidays you got to get inspired. Useless familiar. What's going on, man? But yeah. So, He said the algorithm set him here. But yeah, man, I'm just saying, like, that's one of those things, man. And I'm just looking at it like this. I mean, Juneteenth, when I saw those pictures, said earlier, man, this is just a start. You know, it's gonna continue, but you gotta get used to it in the beginning. But yeah, man, I'm just like, what's the point of these holidays, man? Like, I just come in here and just like look at it, and I was glancing at it. I'm like, okay, this is it. You know, this is it. I ain't got enough on it, but I'm just gonna look at it for what it is. But yeah, I know it's top stories, but you know, so you know what I'm saying. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Let's see it. I don't even like seeing it, but you know, yeah, yeah. So we already know what time it is. But yeah, I see where y'all going with this, but for me, it's just like a whole nother thing. So you know, and yeah, yeah, it's one of those things. I won't take him off the screen. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, this is a strain that I just want to give my thoughts on Saturday about the Negro team. Is it the best or is it just foolishness? I mean, it's one of those streams that I'm think I'm going just going to be good with it. You know, I mean, I went on the hour long enough, so you know, I don't see, you know, but yeah, what you say? Okay, I think you're right about it being a holiday for the alphas and betas. They can repackage it and it suit their agenda. Exactly, that's what this is about. I think they want them as an agenda, and I think the whole purpose is when you have those two generations like that, the younger generations, they're going to endure a lot. They will probably remember, I will say, the 20th century history of Black people and a little bit of 19th century. They're trying to get away from 19th century. They're trying to get away from the third industrial revolution history. They'll read it probably in like some, I would say like middle school and high school, so like sixth grade to 12th grade. I'll say in southern states and the rest of the states, right? I'll say the fourth industrial revolution, they'll be living it. It'll be hard for them to understand because when they get older, they're gonna do something similar to this their history and text. So I think most of the history that we'll see further back will be forgotten. I mean, people can read it in libraries and things, and you have to have books on it. That's probably gonna be the future. But yeah, those two generations will be the standard of pushing that history forward, especially on Juneteenth, because it's a historical holiday. They're gonna go back, just like Martin Luther King and things like that. And the older generations will remember, but these generations won't remember those days because they never lived through it, you know. So we have to we got to keep that in mind because the younger generations is in the 21st century. So this is a new brand of people. They determine what's what in these centuries. You know what I'm saying? We come from another century, and that's the whole point of it. So you know how it is. But yeah, Juneteenth is one of those holidays. It's gonna stand the test of time, and then you know you got to build off on it, and that's just basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you come in here, you just gonna be all right. But yeah, man. Um, I would say I'm gonna look at it like this. Ah, what's that? What's that he say? We old niggas. Yep, yep. We're getting there. Shit, I'm getting there too. That will be in a couple more years. But you know, the internet's gonna be bigger. I don't know about the manosphere. The manosphere will be here. It'll be a lot larger. I don't know what the format's gonna be. YouTube's gonna get bigger. I heard that from BGS. He says it's gonna get a little bigger. We don't know what that is. So we're looking at tech. We're taking this step at a time. So it's one of those things you just gotta get used to. But in the spirit of tech, that's just usually where it is. But you know, that's part of the game, and you gotta get used to it. Things like that nature. So yeah, man. Like tech is one of those things that you just got to get in the spirit of. So yeah, it's one of those environments you gotta get used to. But the younger generation will appreciate these type of pictures to years to come because I think that's a good start of a conversation. So you know how that goes. So and you know how it is. But yeah, it's Juneteenth for you. But yeah, I know people came through, gave us a view look. So you know how it is. But you know how it is. Yeah, if y'all want to know the topic, man, like I was showing pictures and it's called Juneteenth. Is it a national holiday? And I was trying to say, is it the best or is it foolishness? Like, it's nothing much I can say on it. But yeah, man, I'm getting good with this, so I'm taking my time with it. So, you know, and I'm gonna I done said enough. So yeah, man, because I know people's busy with streams and stuff. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So you know how it is. So, I don't know if people's in here, if I got the link or whatever. I just put an extra link in here if y'all want to come up. If not, I'm gonna probably what's going on, new? Yeah. What's going on, boy? Yeah, new. I'm talking about NegroTeenth. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I gotta show you one more time. Look at this madness. Look at this madness on the screen. Hold on. I want to show you the pics. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta show you the madness. Because they was talking about pictures, right? We're gonna look at images again. We're gonna look at this again because I know people ain't gonna look up and see. Look at this right here. What you think about that, new? Aquans. You saying in the chat. It's Aquans. Aquans out there. Aquans. Oh, the soup sandwich holiday. Yep. 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 It's embarrassing. I know. I know it's embarrassing, man. I'm just looking at it right now because I know people are just pissed me showing this. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, yeah. I said the same thing, dude. My God. My God, it is just they really proud of this holiday, man. They're pushing it on the younger generation. I don't think it's our fight, man. The slave narrative. But it's catchy. But I mean, it's good for the younger generation. I mean, if they want to learn about it, why not? But this is going to be in the schools. I mean, I guess they're trying to push this in the schools, but the Pride Month is kind of off to me. I ain't got nothing against it. Oh no, you need to see this. You need to see this shit right here. Look at this. Look at that. No, this is wild. Now this is wild. Oh my god, man. Look at it. Look at it. That's just what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, people doing their thing, and I'm just gonna show these pictures, but yeah. Crooked Crown Queens rep everything now. Yeah, it is. They so crooked. I mean, what can you do? And I'm just like over here tripping. Defecated slavery narrative. Yeah, it is. It is. All I can do is laugh with some cognac and popcorn while this shit burns. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I mean, you talk about pain. Yeah. That's some funny stuff, man. I mean, they got these little colors, man. I'm like, I've been meaning to getting on this Saturday, man, but look, oh, they got a t-shirt. The day of black slaves were legally freed in the United States, President Abraham Lincoln. They got the whole shirt and everything. Where they get that shirt at? Man, they really, they might pass that around for us. I don't know, but I don't know. I might wear it, I might not. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. This is just a little holiday, and I think people just love it too much. But like I said, it's been hijacked. Yeah. But you know what I mean? And oh Lord, look at this. Look at this. I think that's in Illinois House State Pills. Oh, okay. Well, it's something. But it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I had 7 out the box before, but you know how it is. But yeah, it's one of those streams I want to show y'all, man. This is like my response from Saturday. But I know people is chilling and it's cool. But it's just it. But if anybody disagrees, I mean the links in the chat, but I'm good. But I know the fellas don't want to come up and they're chilling, but that's great. But yeah, man, that's the topic I wanted to discuss. I know it's Juneteenth. It's one of those holidays. It's going to be the standard of the youth. The youth is going to probably learn a lot, and they're going to stick with it, man. It's just going to be something that we got to talk about. And I ain't gonna do more of it. It's in Pride Month, but I just want to just get my response on it being a national holiday. And I think Angerman got a stream is called ignorance or something like that, which is kind of true. Because a lot of times when you're dealing with a lot of ignorance, a lot of people are brainwashed. I call them filthy blues, like filthy blue pill people. They just have filthy mindsets in society. They're overly sexualized and things like that. But you know how it is. But I'll do a string called Purple Paradise equals Purple Pill Paradise. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. You got so many dudes that's lukewarm here, and then you also got guys that are the red pill, black pill. I'll talk about that on Friday. Get into that and then the difference. Some people talk about a lot of different things, but it's a good thing to talk to. So yeah, my thing is we're in here, so we're taking our step forward and things like that nature. So yeah, that's the topic for me. To me, I'm gonna go with foolishness. I mean, like you see in these pics, man, it's just utterly ridiculous at this point. I don't see why people just get overly emotional about it, And it's just like we gotta tap out over here, man. Like we gotta say, man down. They hate Father's Day. The women wants to take over stuff. But yeah, man, you just gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole thing, man. I'm just looking at it for what it is. But yeah, I just wanna get y'all a look with this topic. I know it's gonna be over 2 hours, so I'm not really tripping right now. But I'm not gonna go that long. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna be cut short. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock this off right quick, and I'm just gonna look at it from over here. We did our thing, so yeah, I'm just gonna do my thing. So I don't know if I'm gonna fire up another stream, but I'll see what I can do. But this one's a short one because I ain't gonna spend too much time on it. Yeah, shouts out to New. Appreciate Roger Report for sharing. Okay, Sir Anthony. Shouts to you, brother. And then okay, useless familiar. Salute to you, man, for coming by. Salute, man. Juan G's. Got my boys out of here. Just gonna get up out of here. Okay, we got Juan G's. Third Ward from sliding through. Appreciate you, man. As always, salute. Who else came through? Village Arsonist. He came through. Peace, man. Appreciate you coming through. And I'll be there at your next debate. Okay, we're here. He came through. It's a few brothers came through here. Yeah. So with that, man, let me see. I gotta get rid of Sheeds highlighting. Yeah, I'm gonna highlight him for a minute. Yeah. So with that, this is all. The Negro team. Is it the best or is it just foolishness? I say it's foolishness. So signing off. Peace and shalom.